G'day mates, and welcome to this Junior Eurovision vlog. Today we have the Australian entry. Yay! It's a country that I was born in. Isabella Clarke is our artist, and she was selected internally, and her song Speak Up was also selected internally. It was revealed on TV, and so I had to try to avoid that. Now, let's see what this song's like. Oh my god, this is so Aussie. It's filmed at a school with demountables and AFL goals. I'm crying. So this is kind of like a feminist anthem, but musically it's really strong. It's very contemporary. I know I just saw the cameraman's shadow there, but that's also irrelevant. I'm kind of proud this is representing my country. It's a one-take video. I love one-take videos. I'm so happy. I feel like someone should have told her that, like, not all the European countries go to Junior, but I think those are all the countries that have ever participated or want to. Australia. I'm so proud of this entry, actually. I say that, but then also it's like one of those things of every year you expect someone from a country to get excited for the fact that, oh my god, this is a really, really good entry from my country. And then every year you either get disappointed by that or you end up being really proud. I'm really not sure which way I should feel about this. At this point in time, I'm really proud. It's just a song that I kind of liked listening to, and I think I'm gonna like it again when I have to try to deconstruct it. So let's do that. There's only like 30 people involved in this, and they all just keep like running around. I love it. Can I just like point out the fact that these are probably her classmates? This is awesome. Thank you, Australia. Let's get started on that one. Just to like overlay the entire review, this song couldn't have come from before 2017, in my opinion. Maybe late 2016 at the earliest. This is the kind of pop sound that has crept in for the last couple of years, the tropical house sound. But for when it reached pop music in this, like, this particular format, that was, that had to be, it was late last year at the very earliest. Because a year ago, tropical pop could have been typified mostly as what Macedonia sent. But tropical inspired regular pop music, which this one is what one of the current trends of 2017 is. This song could chart here. I reckon if, as a country, Australia got behind it enough, but we may not, because we're not as huge fans of Junior Eurovision as we are Senior Eurovision. I will point that out. If we get behind this, if people get behind this in Australia, this could very well chart. This could very well be in the charts for weeks. It's not the kind of song that goes to number 5 and then flops off below the top 40, which kind of happened to Dami, if I recall correctly. Isabella's vocals sound strong. It didn't sound like there was much going on in terms of touch-up. The backing vocals were a little bit, if not a lot, softer than hers. It was enough so that you could tell which vocal was the main line. I think she can sing it live. It has a good message, in my opinion. Teenagers often feel like their voices aren't heard. Whether or not you take this as some sort of feminist anthem, which it could very well be taken like that, I just think it's an empowerment anthem for anyone who feels like their voice has not been heard. You don't necessarily have to be a woman or, of any particular minority to feel like your voice has not been heard and that you need to express your voice. And this is just one thing that I really liked. And because this is like my likes and dislikes rather than advantages and disadvantages as I was doing in Eurovision 2017 season, I really loved that her classmates were helping out with the particular music video. Why? Because to me, it is just a concept that when I noticed that, I was like, wow, this actually makes it fun. Is pop music that is created by a 13, I think she's 13, by a 13-year-old singer with 13-year-olds in the music video. This is the typification of what children who are 12, who are 13, who buy pop music. This typifies what they listen to. This typifies what, their favourite people on the radio are doing. Now on to the dislikes. And I have a couple that I really, really want to address. Staging. What is she going to do staging? She could stand there on her own, and that would be fine. But I do think this song needs backing dancers. You can't obviously recreate the whole one-take video because there were that many people in the video that recreating that with only 6 people would be an extremely difficult thing to be able to do. That's just my opinion. If ABC, me, can come up with a way to somehow make it so that we are able to make it look like there's more people on stage than there are, go for it. But in saying that, I realise that rehearsals are 3 weeks away and it's too late for me to be saying anything that could change what you're going to do with the performance, because you probably already submitted proposals and they're doing graphics at the moment and all that other thing. So this is kind of a moot point, but at the same point in time, I do want to make sure that I'm giving a fair review based on my reactions. And here's one that I don't necessarily believe is true, but could be perceived as true. This song could be too empowering for a kid contest. If you just saw my facial expression just then, you know exactly how I feel about saying those words. I think that's ridiculous. Those are not words that I believe. Those are words that I think that other people may be able to say about this particular song. If you have an opinion on this, feel free to tweet at Junior Eurovision, comment below, like the video, and subscribe to the channel if you would like to see more content. There's definitely more of these Junior reviews to come. My prediction for where this is going to place, based on this music video. Do you remember how back in my Belarus video, I said that Belarus was a likely winner, but I thought that something would overshadow it? I'm willing to say that Australia is that one that overshadows Belarus. And I predicted Australia will win. I feel like I'm being biased here, but Australia's never been off the left-hand side of the scoreboard in Junior or Senior Eurovision. We've had a couple of close calls there. We were only 35 points away from the victory last year in Junior Eurovision, which was about 17 if you think about the system before that. We were less points away from the victory than that in Eurovision 2016. We can do it. If we have a song that catches on, that typifies pop music, that is this song, then I do think that my country could win. I'm prepared to be proven wrong. Definitely. If the staging comes out and it's not as impactful as I thought it could be, I'm willing to change my point of view on that. I'm willing to change my point of view on every one of these reviews. Speaking of what I thought, on the first listen I gave this a 10 out of 10. The second listen, a 10 out of 10, and the third listen, a 10 out of 10. I feel kind of biased because it's my country, but no one can really stop me from my personal scores. Thanks for watching, and na vambis.